Hello everyone and welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft. So, I was away for a week and I was expecting to get back to recording, and I did a whole bunch of recording pre-holiday thing and all that stuff so that I wouldn't miss anything at all. And then we had a bit of a shaky situation last week, so I did not return to my schedule by then, but I am back now. I've revised my schedule since I am dropping magic for now because the online community is really non-committal. And I think that's the only thing I'm dropping. Right? I think so. Yeah, magic was the only thing that I was dropping. I didn't get to do my collaboration with the friend that I had in mind, so that's unfortunate, but I am still looking to collaborate with any other YouTubers who would be willing to do anything. I'm open to, you know, whatever anybody is considering. Could be Minecraft, could be anything else, could be Don't Starve, could be Terraria, could be any and all other things. But anyway, as I mentioned before, you can contact me through YouTube. The message system is fine. Just be aware that if I reply to your message, it's going to end up in your sent folder, not your inbox. Because for some reason YouTube decided that's how replying works. Anyway, so I did do a lot of off-camera searching, and I came across some gabbro rock. So before we die to whatchamacallums, let's start digging down. So the thing about the gabbro that I found is that, and I did this off camera, I wanted to make sure that the gabbro wasn't just something here at that hot spring, that it was actually gabbro that was present in the world. Okay, for a second there I thought I was in peaceful, but then that skeleton spawned on the map, so I assume I am good. So to be sure that there was actually gabbro here, I went into creative mode. I did cheat my way into creative mode, and I dug straight down. Easy peasy, you know, just destroying the blocks. And I just went down until I found a layer of rock that was gabbro, and I did manage to find it. And then I just I flew back up, filling the hole behind me. I did not use my prospector's pick on the gabbro. I didn't want to be like, you know, too cheaty, but at the same time I'm thinking, you know, what if I found gabbro but it didn't have any nickel in it? So now I'm a bit worried, but you know, I'm pretty sure if there's an entire layer of gabbro, I'll be able to find nickel somewhere. I have faith in that. So that's what we're gonna do. Now the problem with where I found this gabbro is that it was not in the first layer. Obviously, we're digging through basalt right now. It was not in the second layer. It was in the third layer, the bottom layer of rock. So we've got quite a bit of digging to do. Fortunately, I have quite a few things to talk about today, as opposed to my previous times, where I decided I'm going to do a bunch of bulk recording, but I don't have anything to talk about while I do it. And therefore, I ended up with a relatively terrible commentary. In my opinion, anyway. I hope you guys liked it enough not to, you know, stop watching forever. So, I had my holiday seasons. They were nice. I got quite a few nice things. Well, the thing I was happiest about was I got the Red versus Blue book for Christmas, and that was pretty cool. I was really worried that it couldn't be found in Canada. Okay, so the next layer is dacite. Reason being that, well, we can't really find the DVDs for Red vs. Blue in Canada very well. At least not where I live. It might be easier in like a big city like Toronto, but not that this is a particularly small city. It's pretty big for being outside of the major cities. At least as far as I know. There are really not very many mobs around here. Maybe I have a little bit of spawn protection here. I didn't think that I've been here that long, but chances are I may have been. That's funny. So yeah, I got that, and I look forward to getting that signed if I ever have the opportunity to, by anyone I can. It's full of really cool stuff, so that's also really nice. It's basically one of the first things I did when I got it was that I went through a lot of the character profiles and some of the less text blocky sections of the book. But then after that, I went through the I put on some DVDs from the that I own of the series Red vs. Blue, and listen with the director commentary tracks as opposed to, well, just watching the movie, and with the book in hand and being like, you know, checking out some stuff as they talk about it, or as they address some stuff. And it's definitely a really interesting book if you're a fan of the franchise. So it gives a lot of detail that is not given in the show. That is not necessarily necessary to know or understand the characters, but I don't know. I don't think that's quite enough for a substantial number of ladders, but it'll get us slightly deeper, and I really just want to kill time until daylight so I can look for sticks more aggressively. So yeah, that is one of the things that I got. I got several other awesome stuff, like some Star Wars merch and all that kind of stuff, which is pretty cool. Actually, just the other night... What night was it? It was Saturday night or Friday night? Saturday night, I think. Pretty sure it was Saturday night. Yes. Saturday night, we went to see The Force Awakens. And I have to say, I very much enjoyed the movie. Most of what I had heard was positive, so I wasn't, like, too concerned about it, and you know, the director of the movie hasn't been doing too terribly with reboots lately, so that's a thing. Where can I find some fresh water? Is that water there? No, that's just a hole in the ground. I seem to remember having problems finding fresh water on this island. Why is there no mobs? Or pigs. I am on, yeah, hard. Okay. Whatever. I'm worried that I might have broken something. I did update to the more recent version of the game, but I did that last week, so there may be an even more up-to-date version, but yeah. So yeah, The Force Awakens, I really enjoyed it. However, I could not stop but consider all the similarities it had to Knights of the Old Republic. Because there were a lot of similarities, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, so don't worry about that. I might talk more in depth about it in my vanilla series, since that has a much smaller viewer base. So I can put spoiler in the title, and people will be able to, you know, skip over that video without feeling like they've missed some substantial, like, progress, like, I guess I tend to make in this series. I was hesitant to say that considering I just spent like 3 weeks roaming around aimlessly trying to find one rock type. And now there are mobs everywhere. I must have had quite a bit of spawn protection over there. I didn't think I had been standing over in that area very long, but I guess I have. And now daylight's coming, so I'll be able to hunt for more sticks, which is also why I came up here, because I had just used up all my ladders. Fancy that. Okay, that zombie appears to still be chasing me, so let's get a little bit further away. Closer to our hole. Our happy hole. That sounds weird. Never mind that. So yes, I saw that movie. Enjoyed the movie. Lots of similarities to Knights of the Republic, which is like super exciting because I really enjoyed the Knights of the Republic storyline. And if that were like, even if like 10% of it were made canon, I'd be extremely happy. I did find out that they released like a term dictionary for The Force Awakens, which is completely canon, and apparently in it is a map of the galaxy, and there's a certain planet that shows up on that map that has only ever been mentioned in Knights of the Republic. The Rakatan homeworld is apparently mapped and officially canon, which is super exciting. So hopefully they touch on that in the movies. They haven't explicitly touched on it on in Force Awakens, as far as I noticed. So hopefully they do touch on it, because that would be awesome. What am I doing? I'm supposed to be gathering sticks. So yeah, excited to see KOTOR stuff. There's an entire Reddit post about it, and maybe I'll try to find a link to that and put it in the description for anybody who's interested in Knights of the Republic and has seen the movie. It does have some spoiler material in the movie to it, so make sure you've seen the movie before you read the similarities between the two. So yeah. What else has been going on? Not too much, I guess. You're like right over my hole, so I'm gonna move you. You can go over here. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to find some nickel here. Garnierite? I can't remember how it's pronounced. I think that's right. Well, it's not that I can't remember how it's pronounced, I can't remember how it's spelled, and therefore it's hard to, you know, word it out if you can't spell it. But I'm pretty sure it's G-A-R Garnier N-E-R-I-T-E. There's an I before the E after the N. Fair enough. Okay. But yeah, so that's pretty awesome. Other things to talk about. I am revising my schedule since I've decided to cut out Pixelmon before the break and Magic afterwards. I don't think I will be completely done with Magic. It'll probably make a comeback eventually. Maybe that's something I would do co-op, because it'd be interesting to do like one at a time, like kind of like the same format is like Spell Slingers on YouTube is, where he just does a round with another person from the same. So like I would play a round of Magic with just one YouTuber. It would just be the one round, and then the next week I would play against someone different or something like that. I would be very much interested in something like that. Maybe even like a tournament style thing. That would be cool. I would very much be interested in something like that. Because I do very much enjoy that card game. It's a lot simpler than the rip-offs of it have become. No offense to Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, and I guess Pokemon's not too complicated. At least not the last time I had a card. Now that I actually know how the game is played. That was always a card game that, like, most people just collected the cards just to collect the cards. And then there were a few people that collected the cards and knew it was a game, but didn't know how to play, but they acted like they could play. So they ended up, you know, making up all these weird rules that technically are not how the game is played. But I have since learned the general gist of it. And yeah. Doesn't seem too overly complicated. Now, the problem here that I've been running into while on my search is a lack of food. And as you may have noticed, I did make a trip home after I found this place. And, well, I dropped a whole bunch of stuff off, as you would probably expect. I went and got some wood so I can make some support beams because, as I said, I haven't used the prospector's pick. Chances are, I'm not just gonna hop onto Garnierite, since I made my test hole to make sure there was Gabbro down here, right in this spot. I know for a fact that I didn't. As soon as I uncover the Slayer, there's not gonna be Garnierite directly under the Stasite. But I'm hoping there will be some somewhere. I suppose we'll find out. Oh, well, that's a pity. Man, you really forget how deep these rock layers go. What did I get? Emeralds. Ooh, nice. So yeah, okay, I mentioned a new schedule. So my new schedule is that TFC, FTB, Agrarian Skies, Knights of the Republic, and Magicite will be 3 times a week. TFC is going to be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. FTB is going to be Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Magicite will be Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And Agrarian Skies will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And then, what else? KOTOR, I said? KOTOR will be Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I'll have Skyrim on Fridays and Mondays, as well as Dark Souls on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And then Vanilla will be Thursdays and Sundays. So basically for my 3-a-week series, there's going to be a 1 episode gap between episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and then a 2-week break back to the reset of the schedule, or a 2-day break. Sorry, not a 2-week break. So you have today, 1 break. The next, like for TFC, it's 1 today, none tomorrow, 1 the next day, none the day after that, 1 after that, and then 2 back over to Monday. And then for the 2-a-week series, they're a 2-day break and then a 3-day break. And that is that. So, yeah. And then I'm going to have Fallout 4 every weekday, as usual. I am planning to do, for the holiday break, I decided I would record a whole bunch in advance, and I actually liked how that worked out, so I think I'll be doing that more frequently, and that'll allow me to get a more regular streaming schedule, so you can look forward to that. I plan on streaming League of Legends, as well as XCOM, Enemy Within. Hopefully, eventually switching over to XCOM 2 when that releases. And then what else? There was one, oh right, my custom Minecraft mod pack. So I updated a few of the mods last time, and we ran into a problem where that corrupted my mod pack, and I was unable to get it back up and running. I managed to fix it by creating an entirely new mod pack with exactly the same mods but up to date, and then all I had to do was transfer my save file, my world file from the previous mod pack, the one that we worked on in the stream, over to where am I going? Over to the new mod packs world folders. So yeah, that's back up and running. We'll be able to do that, you know, anytime. Where am I? I have no idea where I am. How did I get lost? Okay. On. Close. Close. Okay, there it is. Oh, the water froze, so I can't see it on the map anymore. Fair enough. So yeah. That is so far my streaming schedule idea. I don't know how I'll schedule them just yet, but that won't be started up for a little while longer. I'm going to be moving my recording setup somewhere else in the house, and after that we'll be starting the new my new recording and streaming schedule so that I can do both very regularly without much issues. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm gonna need to get more food. But I think that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully during my sign off we can get down to the Gabbro level. So I'm gonna say thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff as always, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.